number is a fifth of your age.
6 times that.
Then repeat the first digit.
And add 1.
Yeah, I read you. Should I turn up the collar of my trench coat?
Spies in the movies always seem to wear trench coats, but the men who wear them have changed, and so have the rules they live by. Jimmy Cagney lays out the early rules of the movie spy game in World War II.
Now, the average American is a good sport, plays by the rules. But this war is no game, and no secret agent is a hero or a good sport. That is, no living agent. You're going to be taught to kill, to cheat, to rob, to lie. And everything you learn is moving you toward one objective, just one, that's all. The success of your mission. Fair play, that's out. Years of decency and honest living, forget all about them, but turn in your suits.
In the next half hour, we'll see how the Hollywood spy game has changed. Way back when spying was a game of hide and sneak, the players were mostly movie heavies, character actors as anonymous as their real-life counterparts. But when Hollywood discovered that spy movies were big box office, superstars were cast as super spies. Sean Connery, Gregory Peck, James Coburn, Elliot Gould and Donald Sutherland, Alec Guinness, George Segal, and even Raquel Welch. Hollywood gave those stars spy gadgets that progressed from the simple hidden cameras to the more exotic devices invented in the space age. There have been changes in the rewards, and the penalties, and the methods of communication. Join us now for a glamorous look at the spy game. We'll see how the movies have changed the sinister spies we once hated and feared into daredevil heroes we love and root for.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
In the secret world of the Hollywood spy game.
Who are you?
I'm a spy, obviously.
Flint, I don't care what these computers say. I know this man.
You know this man, too. James Coburn is a star, and that's one of the major changes in the movie spy game. No more unrecognizable heavies. Super spies are now superstars, and they're the good guys.
Of course.
Your code book. If you don't mind, sir, I prefer to use my own personal code.
But I would rather you use the government.
I already know mine, sir. It's a mathematical progression, 40, 26, 36. It's based on...
I can imagine what it's based on. Walter PPK with silencer. High velocity, extreme penetrating power.
Yes, it's a very fine weapon.
Tempered steel. Very effective at close range.
But I have no need for these. Crude.
Damn it, man, these are the most subtle...
Stopwatch, please. When I nod, you start the stopwatch. When I indicate stop, stop.
The movies have given the new spies some unique weapons to add to their bag of tricks.
This needle is dipped in curare. How long did it take?
0.3 of a second. Now, this contains 65 weapons.
This has 82 different functions. 83 if you wish to light a cigar.
But the spy game wasn't always so glamorous. One man helped change the rules. And here he is, a somewhat younger Alfred Hitchcock, doing what he's famous for, walking through one of his own movies. And here's the master again. This time, Hitchcock walks past his star, Joel McCrea, in the classic spy movie, Foreign Correspondent. In these early spy films, the hero was an innocent bystander in the wrong place at the wrong time. The spy was the villain.
How are you? We somehow seemed to lose each other the day before yesterday. I'm so sorry you were called away. Well, don't you remember me? We shared the same cab together on the way to luncheon. Excuse me. May I have your picture, Mr. Van Meer? Thank you.
In Foreign Correspondent, Hitchcock sets his hero off on a wild chase that will eventually bring the spy heavies to justice. Spies continued to be heavies throughout most of World War II, but many of them carried no weapon more deadly than a camera, essential equipment in espionage. In Five Fingers, a masterful movie about the real-life activities of a master spy named Cicero, Hollywood cast James Mason as a gentleman's gentleman to the British ambassador in Turkey. This villainous valet, an amateur photographer with an eye for valuable subject matter, copied dozens of Allied secret documents from his employer's safe and then offered them for sale to the German embassy in Ankara.
And this is your life work, espionage?
Not exactly. But I have spent a lot of my life preparing for this day.
To my knowledge, no spy in history has ever been paid £20,000 for any information.
No spy in history has had to sell what I have to sell. Besides, spies are notoriously poor businessmen. Most of them are professional patriots, frustrated liberals, or victims of blackmail. And in all such cases, the emotional involvement weakens their bargaining position and destroys sound business judgment.
Would you consider it a sound business for the German government to pay £20,000 to an unidentified amateur for a set of so-called secret documents?
Not so-called. Not secret. Most secret.
Surviving many rewarding rounds in the spy ring, this cool challenger was eventually caught, not saved, by the bell.
You seem to disapprove of me.
You're the most cold-blooded thief, traitor, and criminal I've seen in a lifetime of looking at human trash.
What a pity. I rather hoped I'd look like a gentleman.
The change in the spy game begins. America discovers we have our own spy system. This actual FBI film shows our new heroes rounding up enemy agents in World War II. Thanks to the achievements of the OSS overseas and the FBI on the home front, Hollywood can finally portray the spy as a hero, especially after this magic number turns up. An Englishman's word is as good as his bond, they say. And the late Ian Fleming's creation of Agent 007 was good enough to sustain 14 novels about Commander James Bond, written at Fleming's home here in Jamaica.
When I started to write these books, I wanted to find the really flat, quiet name. And one of my Bibles out here is James Bond's Birds of the West Indies. And I thought, well, now, James Bond, now that's a pretty quiet name. And so I simply stole it and used it.
The Bond novels sold copies in the millions, but the Bond movies sold tickets in the hundreds of millions. 007 was obviously licensed to make a killing at the box office. James Bond became the most famous spy in the world, inspiring Hollywood to join the gold rush by taking a whole new approach to its movies about the spy game. The super spy was now a hero and a good guy, and moviegoers lined up everywhere to cheer him on. He was on our side, this glamorous man of action, and with the help of space-age technology, he outwitted and outfought all the enemies who threatened the free world. Making a James Bond movie is like putting together a jigsaw puzzle. Special effects men provide a motorcycle with rocket power, transforming it into a bike that's ready for battle. Director Terrence Young and his crew set up the cameras for another spectacular stunt in a Bond movie. The rockets are launched, and stuntman Bob Simmons steers that blazing target to a prearranged crash point, then makes his own escape from a stunt that can only be called a flaming success. Under the big arc lights of a soundstage at Pinewood Studios, further pieces of the jigsaw are assembled for filming.
All right, here we go now. Action! Sean is up.
Sean Connery, who first brought James Bond to life in the movies, is once again fighting to preserve the spirit of the invincible 007. It's hand-to-hand action like this, with the director himself participating behind the camera, that set the standards for Hollywood's new breed of heroes who changed the face and pace of spy movies.
Got it. I got come up a bit early. Hurry up, dear. Bloody good. You all right, Sean? Bloody good. What? No, I know, but it's all right.
More about the good guys who play the Hollywood spy game when we return. Nobody ever said a spy always had to be a villain, or even a man. So Hollywood topped Mata Hari with Raquel Welch as a bold and beautiful secret agent named Fathom. Her assignment is to set up an explosive situation on the yacht of a double-dealing heavy.
Right, here's where we part company. The boat is anchored round the next point.
You think he'll take the bait?
You're too modest, Fathom, love. He'll bite on you. Now, let's run over it again.
I bent my way aboard, start fire, and drive Rat from the sinking ship, keeping fingers crossed that the Rat takes the fire dragon with him.
You can bet on it, love. He's planning to sell it for millions. He won't leave that behind. Here's your fire starter.
The left one's the bang bang, right?
Correct. It's triggered automatically when you take it off. Drop it in any ventilator. 30 seconds later...
Yes, I know. 30 seconds later. Pow!
Hop aboard your pleasure barge. Mind your step. Fathom, love, you're a real killer.
Wish I hadn't said that, Timothy. So was he. Sergei.
Dove cheek. Dove cheek.
Oh, yes. so cool.
I wouldn't think so. They didn't take...
In the Hollywood spy game, the hero often finds himself smack dab in the middle.
They didn't take me through the full course either.
In the middle of what is now revealed to George Siegel by Alec Guinness.
You're on a delicate mission, Quiller. Perhaps you're beginning to appreciate that. Let me put it this way. There are two opposing armies drawn up on the field, but there's a heavy fog. They can't see each other. Or they want to, of course, very much. You are in the gap between them. You can just see us, you can just see them. Your mission is to get near enough to see them to signal their position to us, so giving us the advantage. But if, in signaling their position to us, you inadvertently signal our position to them, it is they who will gain a very considerable advantage. That's where you are, Quiller. In the gap.
Another man in the gap is Gregory Peck, about to demonstrate how star quality helps us to believe the unbelievable in the spy game. The movie is The Chairman. The situation, as outlined by Arthur Hill, boggles the mind.
What's that? Aspirin. And this is our current Q23 transmitter, made of plastic. Same density as human flesh. Therefore, should be quite impossible to detect. Meanwhile, anything you say, and also anything said to you, will be transmitted to London.
Beautiful. In other words, I'm a walking bug.
However, you have an effective range of only 110 miles. So you've got to be picked up, scrambled, and rebroadcast. 2 weeks before you go, we're going to put a satellite in the sky over China.
The ingenuity of man, a little lower than the angels. Now, where does this thing go? In my belt? Shoes? Sunglasses?
No, it's to be implanted in the mastoid sinus of your skull.
What?
Good. You want to quit?
I'd be stupid if I didn't. I'm stupid.
Gregory Peck would underline that statement had he known that the transmitter in his head also contains an explosive device which will self-destruct if he's captured. His fate is controlled by a reel of magnetic tape.
I can't make it.
Our patrol has spotted him. Under the wire. Looks hopeless. They're going to blow a way through for him.
Well, are we going to wait?
No, they'll have him by then. Start the tape.
Come on, let's get it done.
Might make it. He's almost on Russian soil. John is safe.
Now, are you going to tell me what was on those microdots?
Yes. We have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
The spy game gets a lighter treatment in the hands of Donald Sutherland and Elliot Gould.
Now talk!
It's the names of all the Russian agents in China.
Throw the switch, Hessler. Hold it! Hold it! Not so fast. Get away from him. Hessler? Grab him! No. One yank on this and we all go up. You hear that?
And you just back off. Back off.
We're taking the money with us, too. Griff, this is silly. You wouldn't blow yourself up, huh?
Oh, yeah, you just try me, boss. Come on, the money!
Give it to him, Hessler.
No.
Thanks, bluffing. He hasn't got the guts.
Jack, you got 10 seconds. 9, 8.
He's faking. He's always been a fake.
7, 6. Give it to him.
You're faking.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, if you pull that string.
Hassler. 2. Give it to him. That's an order. Come on, get it, will you? Get it, will you? Get it.
Get it, you fake. Get it.
Listen, you.
Whether it's slightly silly or in deadly earnest, the Spy Game is big business for Hollywood whenever a movie marquee invites an audience to come spy with me.
Come spy with me, come along and spy with me. I'm asking you to come and do or die with me. For a man with swank and swagger, this life is best. You don't need a cloak or dagger, only a bulletproof vest. Come spy with me, hop aboard a midnight train. What counter spies you may surprise beneath your counterpane. If living it up is just your cup of TNT, come on along and spy with me.
Yes, Hollywood has changed the rules. The new superstars, the new gadgets, and the new glamour all add up to new success for the movie Spy Game in every country in the world.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on and spy with me.
And what can you do for your country?
I could be a spy.
And that's Hollywood.